You know, it's funny. In last night's episode, we had yet again an exchange between Aaron and Zach, but it's just one of those times where Zach is the one minding his own business, and Aaron, decides to stick his nose in it, and it just leads to a lot of friction. And I mentioned this in a post before the episode aired that honestly, there needs to be some sort of temporary truce between these two gentlemen, and they need to agree to disagree in terms like, look, I know there's some things about you that I don't like, and vice versa, but we need to get this whole baby thing figured out. I mean, Zach going so far as to say, I don't know if that's my kid, but I'll find out when I'm ready to find out. And I'm just thinking to myself, if I were in Zach's position and I have moved on from an ex, got a whole fiance and everything, the last thing I would want to do is put off finding out whether or not I'm the biological father of the child my ex is carrying in order to hopefully get rid of any unneeded stress and drama. That's the big thing there. Because you got to look at it from the perspective of how can I continue forward in my new relationship with my new, woman, yet I'm constantly hounded by my ex about a baby that I'm not even 100% show is mine. You would think that Zach and Aaron would put aside their differences and just go, look, we need to get Karen to go to a doctor's appointment where we're both in attendance, because that's been the main reason it's been an annoyance to have Karen go to the doctor's office with everybody but the potential daddies. I mean, yes, Aaron had to schedule the first appointment, and then when the results came back, and if I remember correctly, it was an estimated date of conception, Karen asked Aaron to leave the room. And if there was ever a time for him to go, look, yeah, this is personal, but I feel like I should know the date because of the fact that I could be this baby's father. So if I'm not, then okay, then, let's find out the date. And no, he's asked to step out, and then that's that. Then she goes again, and then learns that the date was the 12th or something. I forgot the exact day. And Andy and Danny are there, and I'm like, wait, why don't you have both of the men there? Now she allegedly had an off-screen appointment. I mean, okay, when they were at the bar, this was at the beginning of the season, when they were at the bar looking for Danny, she did mention how she's going to go to the doctor the next day to find out. But then after the whole fire scenario, she apparently had the doctor tell her who the father is based on the checkup, even though she didn't have Zach's DNA. And she's on this whole, I'll let the father know, out of respect, I'll let him know first, despite the fact that at this point in the season, she's had multiple occasions where she was either on the phone or in person, or more recently in person with them both, yet she hasn't said a thing. She's been saying that, oh, it's Zach, he's the father, look at his paper, even though we know it was a bluff. So these two men need to just get Karen down to the doctor, get the appointment. Zach and Aaron both give DNA. And, well, technically Zach, since apparently Aaron's DNA is already on file or something. So then they find out the results together. None of this, everybody step out of the room but Karen, or Karen gets the news and then she withholds it for her own purposes. This needs to be squashed immediately. And if Zach is the father, well, you got to work things out. But if not, then Karen can definitely leave, him the hell alone, and they'll go on from there. But I feel like I speak for everyone, and we've been saying this since like season 4. We are over this baby storyline. I don't care if she's showing or not. I'm just tired of this. I don't even want to call it a storyline at this point, but this subject of the series taking up a majority of it. I'd much rather see better writing for other main characters, as opposed to each and every episode being about Zach being pursued by Karen, her acting like this baby is a tether to him, even though it hasn't been fully confirmed to our knowledge that he is the father. and Aaron simping, and it's just a list of things I can go down, but I've already talked about it enough on this channel. They need to get this crap figured out, which is why Miss Lisa needs to come back, because this is ridiculous. Because best believe, if Miss Lisa hadn't have left, remember, she was pushing Karen to go to the doctor anyway. If Miss Lisa didn't leave, you can bet damn Skippy she was going to be in that room when the news was broken by the doctor. Not only that, Miss Lisa would have either had both men in attendance, or she would have contacted them immediately. Simple as that. Because it's downright ridiculous. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think Aaron and Zach will ever have a temporary moment of let's just get this over with, by working together, or will they forever be at each other's throats, possibly going back and forth about a kid that might not be either of theirs? So thanks so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.